Happy Friday, guys, and welcome to the Lazy Redhead. And if you don't know, I am the Lazy Redhead. This week is all about the pastel, specifically pastel coloured pencils. This was slightly inspired, well, not slightly, it was entirely inspired by the pastel range I got from Stephanie, the Holbein range. Oh, so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And she had written in her note that she wanted me to do a review since I got the Castle Arts pastel range, the sort of more cheaper, more easygoing range, let's be honest, with the Holbein, and compare the two. And I thought, actually, I'm gonna go one step further. Now, some of these I got sent and some of them I purchased. So I'm delighted to be in a position to do that. And I thought, do you know what? Brilliant. You know, it's coming up to Christmas. Sorry, my dog is right next to me snoring. It's coming up to Christmas. People are obviously wanting to advertise their stuff. Now, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I literally have just agreed to take on some art materials. This is what I'm going to be working on. Pastel tinted pencils. If you have a range, send them to me. There is a slight crossover with the Brute Funa, but I do explain that throughout the video, that sometimes a company will make one pencil and then distribute them to brands wholesale, and those brands will then pop their own stamp on them and then obviously up the price. So you might find that there is a £20 difference or a 15% increase in price through one brand to another. Do your research, because you will find that there is no need. You might as well go for the cheaper range. You're going to get exactly the same pencil but for less money. That's just a tip that I found whilst researching for this video. All about giving, guys, all about giving. We do have a lot to cover today. I do have a technical issue that unfortunately I haven't got the time to rectify. I feel like I'm having a lot of them lately. Certainly with the bloody 10% discount code that I swore worked last week, but it didn't. Everything is fine. It now works. This is in fact the new discount code. I know, because I tested it myself. And I apologise. And thank you for letting me know, but I do apologise again. It's like, do you know what it's like? It's like I'm trying to do something amazing and fabulous, right? And the universe is going, no, sweetheart, no. We're not gonna make it that easy for you, are we, huh? No, no siree. Don't even. It's not the prettiest of discount codes. I did want the Xmas 10, but it wouldn't accept it. But without telling me, this isn't accepted, it just let me submit it and then not work. What is that about? The first time it was because I needed to confirm, because it was my first discount code that I was creating. I wanted to confirm that it was me, and I'm like, well, obviously I logged in. Who else is going to be crazy? Sorry, I had a bit of a meltdown there. Anywho, as I said, I do have a plethora of pastel tinted pencils to show you, everything from the cheapest to the most expensive. And obviously I'll pop in to apologise again for the technical error and explain why it doesn't matter. So what I've done is I have ordered them with the cheapest first, all the way down to the most expensive. Some of these were gifted to me and a couple were actually sent to me for review. So I decided to just concentrate on pastel tinted, and this was large in part because I was sent these. I did a video of a box opening from a subscriber, and this person had gifted me a set of Holbein pastel colouring pencils, which, if you don't know, are the creme de la creme of any pencil, and certainly they are renowned for their pastel tones. They're a Japanese brand. You'll see them at the end. But one thing I wanted to emphasise is, if you're not necessarily massive on light fastness, things like that, you're playing in your sketchbook, then, you know, this is a luxury. Had I not been gifted these, I certainly wouldn't have them in my possession. I'm very fortunate to have them, but then I got to thinking, well, actually, there are some great alternatives. So I've got a selection of different brands, There are a couple of overlaps, certainly with these two with Faber-Castell. I think there's three, yeah, these three. And these two are both from the Brut Funa, but there are some differences with these two, which I will obviously talk about. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm really excited. So this is the Stad. Oh, I'm really bad. I'll just write it here. I'm really bad at reading. First impressions, hexagon shape, sniff test. Not as satisfying as some of the sniff tests I've had. They're very thin. Yeah, they're really, really thin. They're a lot thinner than your average pencil. So this one is, this is a polychrome, Faber-Castell polychrome, and there is a noticeable difference in size. These are extremely thin. They're not numbered, they haven't got names or anything, and they're certainly not on open stock. I'm not writing them off just yet, but that's never a good sign. They are absolutely not light fast before anyone asks, but like I said, that's not where I'm going to at the moment, but I will obviously put as much information about these things as possible. Let's just do this. Let's just do it. I'm not going to bother with the white, there's no point. Okay, so I can already tell that they are very... see if I can sharpen them. Maybe they've got like this cheap pencils are renowned for having like this waxiness. Now I haven't actually sharpened these. I should probably do that, give them the best chance ever. Okay, right, let's try again, shall we? They're a little bit better, but they've got this kind of like pitting, this kind of waxy pitting situation going on. Do they blend? Oh no, they do not blend. They don't blend at all. The pigment's okay. Oh, also, I should have mentioned already, but you know how useless I am. This is a new, brand spanking new A4 Art Creations by Royal Talons. Just so you know. This yellow though seems to have gone down really nice. Maybe it's just these bluey situations. This colour, this salmony. Nope, that definitely is not nice. The yellow's fine though. Like this one. It's more of a kind of magenta, that one, isn't it? Right, let's go for like a pinky. No. The yellow is probably the best so far. Let's see what the orange does. Oh, the orange is quite nice actually. Let's see what this one is. And that one's weirdly a red. Really weird red. Okay, let's see what this white does on top of them. Absolutely nothing, really. Okay, so this is what I mean. If you can see that pitting? That really weird texture. Odd, huh? Really odd. Just so weird, but the yellow seems to have been the best overall. Results may vary on different papers, I will add. I mean, I could try on another bit of paper. Two of the ongoing sketchbooks here. So I'll try it on, this is a Fabriano. Just trying to give them the best chance, you know, because they're so reasonable priced. Yeah, no, that's not good, not good. Let's try the yellow actually, because the yellow's quite nice on there. I'm going to try it on here as well then. Yeah, the yellow is still quite nice. I'm going to try it on my Ranger sketchbook. Also, they're quite nice on the Ranger sketchbook. Let's try that blue again. That blue seems to be one of... What is that one, isn't it? Let's try. Also seems to be okay on the Ranger sketchbook. Very odd. Very, very odd. Okay, so that's that one. They're all right. For £3.21, you can't bloody moan, can you? You can't moan. Will I be using them? I don't think so. I will more than likely give them to my nephews. I think they'll enjoy that, to be fair, because I already know that these will not play nice with other mediums. Anyone who's been on this channel for a while knows I'm mixed media, and I like my supplies to be mixed media as well, and I already know they're just not going to play nice with others. You know, trying to get them down onto a compromised surface is just going to be a bloody nightmare. So I'm going to donate them to my baby nephews, plus one of them loves unicorns, so he's already going to be happy. Next, this is the Brunt, oh, whatever. There's 10 in here from the classic colour school range. Right, so the barrels are a lot bigger than the other one. First impressions are pretty good. And what I love, it is from the school range, because look, they have like, I'll do it on a darker pencil. Right, if you can see, they have like a name. Do you see that? That is so cute. Every pencil has like names. I could put my name on there. And that's from like the school range. How adorable is that? Sniff test. Yeah, they smell a lot better than the other ones. Right, let's go for it. Now, obviously Faber-Castell has a brilliant reputation. They're already a lot better than them. So I'm already more delighted than I was with the first set. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not as deluxe, shall I say, as their other ranges, but they are what they are, you know. For the money, can't complain. Did I already do that one? Yeah, I have already done that one. I'm not even concentrating. What a silly sausage roll. One thing I do like about this is the set doesn't come with a white. I find whites very unnecessary a lot of the time. There's very few ranges where the white actually does a really good job. I could probably do a video on that actually, because I have found some amazing whites. You can see there, I mean, there's still a bit of pitting, which is where when you put the pigment down, it kind of goes scratchy and splits somewhat, but not as bad as this here, you know. So for £4.25, I'm probably going to keep them actually. Like, they don't have barrel names, so you can't really identify them. They're not even on open stock anyway, so it's not really going to matter. But for 10 pencils, love, 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 love. Next is this one. Faber-Castell again, 12 Gold Fabia Aqua. So these are water soluble. These retail at $11.99 on Amazon. I don't know whether you can get them cheaper elsewhere. They do come with barrel numbers, and they are also light fast. They come in this tin, versatile tin, really good, sturdy, love, love, love. You get all the paraphernalia. I can already see mine and Pat's favourite colour, earth green. We love that colour. So I'm really excited to try these ones out actually. If they come out the bloody thing for me, that'd be great. Ooh, nice. They are a lot more buttery and soft than the previous two. So we're already getting better. Oh, I really do like these. Oh, yum. I'll be keeping these. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so bad when I find a pencil that just feels lovely. Also, side note, I will be showing you how to create your own pastel range of pencils. I'll also be giving you some references for that as well. So stick around if you can manage it. They do have numbers and also the right at the end of the barrel. Some of the colours could potentially be better, like this one potentially could be a little bit better. But other than that, in terms of actually getting the colour bob on, I don't think they've done too bad at all. It's not an easy task, that I believe, getting the right colour on the barrel. But other than this one, I think they've done great. Yeah, they're very accurate, really. I'm just going to water a couple. So we've got a wet patch there. Do they go on wet? Oh, they're not the best going on wet. But let's see how they do when they're wet. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that one's nice, actually. And they mix quite well as well. Brilliant. Yeah, no, they're great. $11.99. Fantastic. Love, love, love. Fantastic. They go in the keep pile. This one I'm really, really excited about. This is Stabilo. Bloody nightmare. This is actually a children's pack. Now, they're called Woody 3-in-1s, and that's because they're water soluble. They're obviously not light fast. Multi-talented pencil, colouring pencils, wax crayons, and watercolour all in one. Water soluble, strong covering, power, intense colour, even on the darkest of papers and glass. Unbreakable, thick wooden pencils with XXL leads, ideal for children's hands. Like I said, they are a children's toy, but I have seen them crop up on a lot of videos, and they have a full set of, I think, 24. If you were to get these, I would absolutely strongly suggest you get the set with the sharpener. Look at that. Right, so this is the biggest hole that I have, the sharpener, right? Look at that. That would never go in there. Like, I could probably get it down, but it wouldn't happen. So, and I'd be wasting a lot of lead. So I would absolutely suggest you get. I'm sorry. I find that really funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but it really does. Every time I look at it, it makes me giggle. So I strongly suggest, right, that you get the sharpener with the set. I've already had a play of these and I bloody love them, okay? So nice. Oh, I love working with them. I'm probably going to get the full set. They are quite expensive, actually, even though it's for children. £13.19. That's the cheapest box I could find for 6 of these. In fact, for the full set that isn't these, without the pastel range in, the pastels come separate. You can get a full set with the pastel range in, but even that's like £40–50. I think actually it's £56, which is a lot of money. I'm sure you'll agree. For the other set, however, I think it's still £30. I'm probably going to put them on my Christmas list. They are so nice. They're buttery and creamy, and oh, they're just really, really nice. Told you you'd see my face again. I know. The camera went off, right? I didn't realise. Again, I feel like the universe is against me. It's like I'm trying to get myself organised. So much going on at the moment, much of which I can't bloody tell you, but I really want to tell you, but I can't. And everything just seems to be going wrong, especially all the techie stuff as well. I'm going to state that it doesn't matter because I'm going to be mixing them up anyway with the Mix It Up Swatcheroonie thing. Where has it gone? I've got a pile here. It's like my little colouring book that I've created myself. If you're interested in me making like a colouring book, like a swatch colouring book, let me know, because I've been thinking actually it might be useful to have for swatching needs only. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. It would be a large project because I will want to make sure that the paper is the right paper. It can't just be on any old paper. It's got to be on proper paper. So let me know what you think about that. But let's find the swatch I am referring to. And I can't bloody find it, literally. Oh, right. I don't know why everything's going wrong for me at the moment. Have no idea, but I've made some great swatches for you guys. They're so great. Really, really funny. Most of these have been uploaded to Patreon. And literally I'm up to sort of next year. Here we go. Right. Okay. The year after that, 2025, I'm up to for Patreon. Okay, this is the one I'm referring to. This is, I think it's called Mix It Up. Yeah, it's called Mix It Up, right? And you'll see each segment is made up of 3. So you've got 1, 2, 3. All right. The idea is, and what we're going to do now, is we're going to put the material we want to mix it with. So say acrylic paint. Then we're going to put acrylic paint in here. Then we're going to use our pencils, swatch a bit there, and then test it on said surface. Obviously, in that regard, it will be acrylic paint. And then it could be ink. And then it could be pastels. And so on and so forth, right? Choose your weapon, essentially, right? That's what we're going to do now. Mine looks slightly different. That was because it was the first ever swatchy thing that I did, and it was specifically to do the Mix It Up. My idea grew arms and legs within a matter of minutes, and here we are, a pile full of swatching, posh swatch as I call them. The bug one, actually, I'll show you this one because it's quite cute. It's called Don't Bug Me, and it's for my nephews for their Christmas present. What I'm going to do is colour it in, make prints of them for their bedrooms, and then I'm going to print them out the colouring in one so they can colour one in themselves. They're boys, so I mean, don't you love it? Look at that beetle, so delish. When I'm feeling less than ideal. This is what I tackle, you know, I just sit there and do a bugger night. Do you see the difference even between these three? What about these four? Look how opaque they are. Hardly any pressure went into using them. And then we'll go back up to the worst. And that's what you pay for. I'm probably actually going to donate the Faber-Castell ones to my nephews too. When I look at him against these. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch these and see what I think of them. I'm not going to do it on camera, I'm going to swatch them off camera, but I will be coming back and I'm going to put these through their paces, even the ones I'm not 100% on. And the reason I'm going to do that is because they might work different actually on reflection on top of watercolour, acrylic stuff. So we're going to mix media the shiz out of them, put them through their paces and see how they all fare that way. I've organised all the sets and stuff, tried to keep it the same colour. What I've got here is 3 pencils that I'm going to have to throw out, and that is with the Brute Funa range. 3 pencils just completely broke, one of which actually was out of this testing set, so that's annoyed me a little bit, but all of these leads are just cracked all the way down. You will have seen this when he's a couple of vlogs ago now, and this was one of the digital printouts, the printable stock that I've got on my website. This was mine, and I did mention that I was changing this, but this is called Mix It Up. And the idea is you've got 3 sides of a single cube, right? And I've arranged it so it's aesthetically beautiful when it's finished, which is the whole concept of why can't functional be beautiful, right? So there's your version, okay? This is my version that I've just messed up. Anyway, here's my pencils. So there's the ones we're going to be testing today, minus one that broke. I don't even think that one's on there actually. And in one side of the cube, so that's acrylic paint, acrylic ink and acrylic pen. Then obviously I've duplicated that medium inside the main box. Now what I'm going to do is on this side, you're going to get a swatch of the pencils, sort of a small swatch, because obviously we've got a few and whatever, and then I'm going to see how they go on top of the medium. Because I'm mixed media, I like to know what will go together and what won't. It just informs what I take out with me. It informs the studio stuff. It might even be that this is on paper. I might replicate this on canvas. So there's a load of options, but being mixed media, some of you are. Those of you that aren't, I think it's always good to know what will and what won't. So I've got an array of mediums here. You can choose to print 2 of these off or double-sided. So if you did love the aesthetical outcome, you can obviously put that on your wall. But for more an informative, you could double-side it, have the same pattern on the other side and write in the cube what those mediums are. So I wanted to try 2 opposing colours so that they sort of go together, nice together, all that kind of stuff. So obviously we've got a foundation of red and browns, and we've got these peachy tones for the colour. So that's kind of my thoughts, and we'll do it in order. So here's the still. You get it, right? So the idea is to swatch that there, cheap as ever, and then see what it's like on top of here. Now I'm only going to do a small swatch, okay? Then we've got the Faber-Castell Classic, which if I remember is, yep, here we are. So I'll do that and do that. Ugh. Then we've got gold Fabia, which is the water soluble, and it starts to get, the quality starts to go up. Then you can see that straight away there, can't you? Then we have the Brute Funa 06. Now I think that one's 0, yeah. Yeah, so oh, I see. I've picked out a new colour to replace that. Well, that's good of me. Wow, I'm so well prepared. Okay. Then we've got the Brute B. So I've got the number on them. Okay. Castle art. I've got castle art there we go. Now I remember the castle art, I did these with the castle arts I think, and they didn't go well. I remember they didn't go down well. I am going to change one thing though actually, is I'm going to put a harder surface on top. Maybe that's key here. These are on my website, they're available. Patreon goers though, don't bother purchasing. You'll receive a printable every month till 2025 at this rate, because I've done, well, even more. Where am I at now? Oh yeah, the Stabio ones. These have got to be good. Oh, they're all right, they're all right. And then obviously my Holbein. Now these have got to be good. Yeah, they are. I mean, there's just no bloody contest really, is there? So that's the concept. Obviously, if you're going for aesthetical, you can choose to kind of make this prettier, if you like, and without obviously the gump around the edge. I might even redo this to give you an example of what you could potentially do with that. But without further ado, we'll start again. I might just do them all and see how they all fare. So this is acrylic ink. I mean, there is a bit where the ink is built up and it's not even gone on. Do you see that there? There. Okay, so this is acrylic pen, and you can't even see that. And it just looks like sand. It's really weird actually. See what I mean? There. But this is why I love this kind of experiment. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. This is pastel actually, soft pastel. But Neo 2, I'm getting ahead of myself. I've jumped an entire one there. No. It's not even gone on really. Right, let's try this one. This is soft pastel. No, that's not gone on. This is oil pastel. I'll be very surprised if this goes on. No, it just scrapes the medium off. This is watercolour. Now watercolour's quite funny, I found. Oh, it's not too bad actually. This is alcohol pen, this middle one here. Alcohol pen. That's not too bad. This is Faber-Castell Pip Pen. No. This is gouache. Okay. This one is art graph. Can't do without me art graph. That's not touched it. This is Uni Pencil, which is the set that I got gifted. That hasn't gone on. The reason I've chosen to do this, because this is going to be out and about with me a lot. So again, I need that information. This is Derwent. This is the, what's it called? The charcoal tinted travel set. That actually looks really nice. Anyway, this is acrylic and sand paste. It's basically sandpaper really, so that's why that's gone on really well. Krita pencil. I use them a lot outside because they go on everything. And this is Sennelier oil pastel. It's just pulled it up really. Next we have the Faber-Castell Classic. I'm going to start with Neo 2 this time. There we go. Nothing, nada, acrylic ink. Acrylic pen. Oh, it's a bit better, Then we've got soft pastel. No, that's just brought it up. Oil pastel. Okay, no. We have got watercolour. We have got alcohol pens. A bit better. We have got Faber-Castell Pip Pen. A little bit better. We have got gouache. We have got our graft. Nope. We have got uni pencil, which are also water soluble, but I want to do it dry. We have got Derwent tinted travel set. That's just no. We have got sand paste. Okay. Lots of dust there. Krita pencil. Nope. And we've got Snellier oil pastel. It's just brought it up. Now we've got Gold Fabier Aqua with Fabier Castell. Right, Neo. Nope. Acrylic ink. A little bit better. Acrylic pen. No. Soft pastel. A little bit better. Oil pastel. So I've run up the stairs, so I'm a bit breathless. So unfit. Watercolour. Okay, what have we got here? Alcohol pen. A little bit better. Pit pen. Better. We've got gouache. Better. We have got art graph. Bit better. Art graph is a nightmare to go on top of. We've got uni pencil. Nope. We have got, although that might actually mix together. See. Oh, it does mix together quite nicely actually. So I can mix them. I'm going to give that a win. Yeah. We've got Derwent tinted travel set. That is better. We've got sand paste. Whoa. We have got Krita pencil. No. We have got Snellier oil pastel. No. We can hope, can't we? Delighted. Okay, so most of it went on the acrylic paint, even the cheaper ones. Neo 2 Selective, I think the Stabilo, I'll write it, won the round on that one. Acrylic ink, not bad. Acrylic pen, see the cheaper of all of them, the Stabiloni one, you get it. Didn't go on the acrylic pen. That's the only one that didn't. Soft pastel, all of them bar the Gold Fabier, and actually I would argue the Holbein. Oil pastel, the Holbein was the best. Watercolour, the Holbein was the best. Alcohol pen, Holbein, well most of them, but Holbein showed up more. Same with the Pitt pens, Holbein. Art graft is here. Holbein won that one, as did the gouache. Holbein won that one. Uni pencil, the Holbein won that one, but mixed well with the Gold Fabier water soluble. Derwent, the Stabilo, the Holbein, Fabier, and one of the Brut Funa ones was good. All of them worked on the sandpaste because it's sandpaper. Krita pencil, the Stabilo, that one won, as well as the Holbein, and both with the oil pastel. The Stabilo was the best because it mixed really well with the Snellier, but the Holbein showed through. So the two best, I think, or let's say the three, coming in third. The Fabier Castell Gold Faber Aqua. Coming in second place, the Stabilo, and first in some cases, certainly with the Snellier. The reigning winner is the Holbein, obviously. You can see, if we're saying that the third winner is the Fabier Castell Gold Faber Aqua, for 12, that's $11.99. That's a really good price. One of the other most expensive one coming in, that one, which is 3-in-1 woodies. For 6 of them, they are £13.19. for a full set, it's about £30 for a full set. But with the Holbein, obviously for a set of 12, they are between £30 and £45. That obviously depends on where you are in the world, because some countries get them cheaper, some countries get them more expensive. You can try this out yourself. Like I said, the printout of this is on my website, and yours looks like this. You have a few more squares so that you have a few more options. And as I said, if you print it double-sided, you can write out your mediums on the other side so that you can still have a nice piece on the wall. I would suggest lightly fixing, say, the soft pastels and any other medium that will, all this colour actually is the soft pastel, all this smudging. It's just, this has been in the studio for a couple of weeks because I've had to catch up, and I've been moving it from one place to another. Do you know what I mean? Where you kind of move piles around. So yes, that's where we're at with that. Not a bad result, I think. Certainly from a price point of view, I'm quite happy with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create your own pastel set. If you're not wanting to purchase a specific set, you can actually make a pastel range more than likely with the pencils that you currently have. I'm just going to quickly show you that you don't necessarily need to run out and go and buy a pastel set, right? You have a pastel set already, because ordinarily these pastel sets made by these brands have just been taken from their classic set, their ordinary set. So for example, these pencils are made up of oil and wax-based pencil. None of these are water soluble. It has grown, you're absolutely right. If your thought was, well actually, didn't she, the last we heard she had one dedicated to that, you're right, I had to invest in another one. If we go from the lightest, so for example, this is a Caran d'Ache. You won't have seen this video, but for example, I would argue that that could be in a pastel range. That colour did not come from a pastel set. I might even put a light turquoise in. I'm choosing colouring pencils that aren't from a pastel range, just so you know. There's this one which is called Lavender, which is a Prismacolor. Absolutely bloody beautiful. It's one of my favourites. You can tell because it's like withered down to pretty much nothing. This actually is another one of my favourites, and that is a Lightfast, Derwent Lightfast. You could argue that could go in the pastel range as well. You've got a peach, we'll put that in. Perfect. You've got a darker peach here. Need some contrast. This is actually from the Cretacolor Mega Pencil set. Beautiful, these pencils, I absolutely bloody love them. Let's go with a peachy orange. Nice, nice, nice. Love, love, love. We want to go for maybe like a mauve. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that works. That works. Maybe slightly darker. Maybe this one. What's this one? This is more of a... Yeah, that will go. We'll put that one in as well. This is... what one's that one? Light Sienna. This is from the Derwent Drawing range. I won't put this one in because that is from a pastel range, and the idea for this is for me to create a pastel range from my ordinary colours. All right, we have got, what's this one? Cream. This is from Faber-Castell. Love, love, love. We'll go with a mint green. This is a Prismacolor. Nice. Let's go. Right, we'll go with that one, which is a pale cedar. Oh, that one's beautiful. That's Derwent Drawing. Let's go with a, what one's this one? The Lightfast, right? The Derwent Lightfast, they don't have any names, I've noticed recently, because obviously I'm whittling down on some pencils. I want to replace them from like open stock, and oh, it's been a bit of a nightmare. What's this one? Green Shadow. Yeah, we'll put that one in as well just for a giggle. Bit of contrast. I will put a light grey in. So let's go with you. You are Soloway Blue. Nice. That one's perfect. And that is a pastel range I've just made from ordinary run-of-the-mill sets. Okay, so you more than likely do have pastel colours. Identify which of those they are and separate them. It's really hard to get caught up with buying into these sets and going out and getting specific sets. I know it's difficult. Obviously the Holbein is a slight anomaly. There is no Holbein in here. That is for studio only because I love them so much. If you have a colouring pencil set, then you more than likely also have a pastel range within that set. We do have these printables, right? So I know some of you have purchased them. Thank you so much. And obviously Patreon goers, there's no need for you to purchase because you'll get sent one every month. If I make a new one, I will schedule it for a month upcoming, right? So you don't need to worry about that. For those of you who are not part of my Patreon, these are available on my website under, I think it's digital or something. Anyway, they're printables. Go on there. You'll get it. It's you'll pay for it. And then you'll get the link for 24 hours, right? So there we go. This one, which was this one called? This one is called, I forget what they're called. Lucky Color 7, right? So the idea with this one is to be monochrome, and you can see that the lightest color of each round is pretty much a pastel color. If you bought this one, which is Get to Tiling, you will find that a lot of these pastel colors can be identified within this palette. Do you see what I mean? This one was created by me. So the idea for this one was to just be a POSH swatch. So I had all the pastel colors you've just seen. I took them all and basically colored this sheet in with all of the pastel colors that I've had this week. This was the idea I had when I started to do these shapes. I wanted to make swatching just more enjoyable, a bit different, just for a laugh really. This one's called Icy Triangles. I've also got a square and a circle. And the whole idea of these sheets, by the way, is the concept, why can't functional be beautiful? You know, you could quite happily have these on the wall and they wouldn't necessarily look out of place. You know, you'd think, oh, that's a beautiful picture. Well, actually, it has a very distinctive quality. You know, it is extremely imperative that we swatch our stuff because we know what we've got and we don't get lost and we become more familiar with our stuff. Also, swatching is a way to kill time as well when you're not feeling 100% creative but you want to be productive. You know, this is great for that. They're great easygoing exercises that we can do whenever, right? So if you're wanting to identify this weekend, if you do in fact have a pastel range, which if you have a colouring pencil set you do, by all means grab one of these or any other one you see on the website and just start creating a pastel palette for yourself. So we covered a lot of ground, didn't we? We covered a lot of ground. Unbelievable. We covered so much ground, guys. Obviously, the Holbein batters it out the park, but there were some really good ones in there. You know, the Brut Funers actually worked out all right in the gold. Fabia Aqua, also really, really lovely. And obviously, as I said, you can make your own pastel collection, your own pastel set. It doesn't need to be big, you know, that Holbein set is 12 pencils. I don't feel like I'm wanting any more than that, you know, just separate them if you want to play around with them, but you will already have them. Phone keeps going off because I've posted a few Instagram posts, namely the update on the bloody code. Oh, raging. I hope you enjoyed this week and you found it informative. Next week we have the double bubble sketchbook tour of the A4 and the A3, so that's going to be a long one. You might want to get a cup of tea before you sit down to view that one. All right. Patreon this week, it is Sunday, you have a video called Dusting Off Old Work, and we are going to be finishing a canvas. And I'm delighted about it, so I want you guys to come along for the ride. I do have some major announcements coming up. I'm so excited to share it with you, and I'm going to be that person who doesn't declare what that is right now, but you might as well subscribe so you don't miss out on that. If in fact you're interested. If you couldn't give a furry rat's ass, then I totally understand, but you know, subscribe anyway. Help a girl out. It's free. It's free. Very few things in this life are free now, guys, so you might as well take what you can get. Well, my subscription to this channel is completely free, and believe me when I tell you, it helps me out. Oobs. Uber loads. And thanks in advance. I'm gonna go and get on with stuff. Lots to do, very little time, and you guys get creative and make your own pastel range, because believe me, I cannot live without one now. Love ya. Mwah.